Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, so I've had some issues recently, car issues, as you've probably seen. And in this video, yeah, I've got another issue. So before I go into it any further, I just want to say thank you again for everybody who watches my videos, everybody who's subscribed, everybody who comes back and watches them on a regular basis. I'm trying to build the channel, so if you're watching this, please just click on that subscribe button. It takes a second just to click subscribe, because it helps me to be encouraged to do more videos. The more subs I get, the more encouragement it gives me. So thank you to everybody who's recently subscribed. I'm up over 700 subs now. Hopefully one day that might be 1,000, it might be 2, might even be 10,000 subscribers one day. Who knows? I'd love to do this as my full-time job. I really would. And be able to dedicate all my time to do this as a job. But until then, I'm doing it as a hobby. So I don't get to do my videos as often as I'd like to, because I work until 7 o'clock at night. I'm not getting home till like 7:30, and obviously at this time of year it's dark and whatever. So anyway, back to the cars. So if you've seen previous video, you know, about issues that I've had over time, the TVR most recently, ORWIN, he just had his water pump die on me this last week. I fixed it one night. I'll upload a separate little video about that. But this issue that I've got now is kind of a bit of a major one really, and it's with ORWIN. So without any further to do, let's go outside, let's go and have a look. Now, I'm going to have to get the back wheel off first, so I'm going to go and jack him up, take the back wheel off, and then I'll come back to you to show you what the issue is. Right then, guys, so here we go. I've got the wheel off, and look what we have. Oh my God, this really is not good. Now I'm going to post a photo in this video round about now, which shows what this was like only a short while ago. And I thought that this chassis leg was absolutely completely solid as a rock. As you'll see from the photo, it shows when I did this weld repair here, this patch. So this patch here, as you can see, is still nice and as it was pretty much. It's got a bit of surface rust on it. I also did the weld repairs all up around the strut top, which is still holding strong. But I never did anything to this because it looked absolutely fine. It was absolutely solid as a rock. But then, as you can see, it's just completely disintegrated. Absolutely disintegrated. So, this is not going to be fun. This is not going to be fun, guys. So obviously I've got to take the pressure off, drop the shock absorber bolt out at the bottom so that the arm can swing down. I can get the spring out to take the pressure off of it, and then I've just got to chop it back and find good metal and then try and repair it. The problem is it's gone right down that bit as well, and that's obviously your main pivot point for your rear axle. And now I'm worried, you know, I mean, it feels solid to the touch, but so does that. What nasty is hiding inside that chassis rail? So I'm now thinking, you know, what do I do with poor ORWIN if he's getting rot like this, appearing from nowhere? It's a bit worrying. Right, well, let's crack on and get this shock absorber bolt out, drop the spring out, and we'll see what we can do. Mark II Cavalier for sale, mint condition, never been welded, low mileage, full service history, lovely brown colour. Oh dear, yes, that is part of ORWIN in a big pile on the floor. Let's have a look. Oh my God. Yes, guys. Yeah, that has gone so quickly. Like I said, from that photo, that was only a few short years ago when I welded this patch in and I did the strut top and everything. That has gone from being looking solid to looking like that. My God, this ain't going to be an easy repair because the actual spring seat itself is pretty knackered. It's holding on at that side, and I said the back side of the chassis leg is absolutely solid still. But the worrying thing is it's gone down here and it is actually cracking a bit up here where my finger is. And it's dangerously close to the rear chassis mounting point for the rear axle. So, oh God, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. ORWIN might have to come off the road and have some major surgery, because I don't think I can safely patch this up and make it safe. I mean, I probably can. I mean, I've done the strut tops before, and they're obviously quite an important part, and I've done loads of welding on the chassis and stuff in the past, and the front shocks and everything else, shocker tops. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is remove that, drill out the spot welds. It's only held on obviously with probably a couple of spot welds over that side, and then it will just drop off. Yeah, and then I don't know, see if I can make like a big L shape in really nice thick metal. But it is originally double skinned. I mean, you can see the inner skin there and then the outer skin. If I do a repair with some thicker metals so that it's, instead of double skin, it's single skin but thicker, I mean, that's all they would do for an MOT. You know, if you were taking it to a garage and just having a crap quality repair done on it, just good enough to get through an MOT and make it safe and roadworthy, that's all they'd do. So, I don't know. Oh, it's not good, guys. It's not good. Well then, guys, so I've got all my tools out, got my grinder out and everything, and this is where I'm at. So I've got the old spring seat off, which has seen better days, and you look under here and we have a massive hole where there should be a spring seat and a chassis rail. But at least now with that removed, I can see what I'm working with. So do I build it up as like an inner section and an outer section, or do I just do one big thick plate and do an outer section only? So it's single skinned but thicker. God, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. This will be fun. This will be fun. I'm just going to continue clearing it up and try to find where solid metal starts and rotten metal ends. But looking inside, it's all like nicely wax oiled inside. I mean, look at that. It's like it's caked with loads of wax oil all inside it. So it's just a shame that it's gone like this. But yeah, that spring seat, I could actually repair this, because I repaired the other side, and the other side were nearly as bad as this. If you remember the old videos from a few years back when I did it, I did actually manage to repair the old spring seat and reuse it, because most of it's thick and solid. It's just that bit there that's rotted out. If I can replace that with a nice big thicker, you know, bit of thick steel, I could reuse that. But while I'm under here as well, there is that bit there, and there's a hole through there which I knew about, and I did actually mention on a previous video when I was doing the handbrake cable. While I'm here as well, look, the max power Cavalier is there. That's another job to get that done as well. Oh, working on old rusty cars, ain't it good fun? Ain't it good fun? Right, let's crack on and see where I can get with this.